This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Everybody licks their chops when they get the chance to play one of the most famous courses in the world, the Stadium Course at the TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Frank, where are the scoring opportunities on this Pete Dye layout?
You can always look at the par 5s, 2, 9, 11, and 16. They provide probably the best chances to make birdies, or even in some situations, eagles. The next best thing really is the short par 4s. 12 comes to mind, a little blind tee shot. You don't have to hit driver, just sort of something long ironish, maybe a fairway wood off the tee, and then a wedge shot into a green that, will certainly, if you put the ball in the right position, give you an excellent chance for another birdie.
First hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 423-yard par 4. Nice way for players to get started. Frank, not too demanding, but still, it requires that you put the golf ball off the tee in the right place.
That's correct, Rich. There is a little bit of water down the right, but that's only really for the grandmothers in the field. Anybody else, drive it down the left, 3-wood, even a 2-on if you're a longer hitter, and then a good chance to start with an opening birdie. It's fine.
Well, this is the kind of wind that separates the great players from the average players. You really have to be strong to handle these kinds of winds. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank, you want to get off to a good start. This approach shot here at the first is important.
It is. Two distinct levels on this green, the high side on the left there and the lower side on the right. If you're trying to keep that ball a little left of a middle, you've got to be careful of that bunker on the left.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Frank, he might like this one. He might like... Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Well, nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or a 4-wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3-wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. In the thick stuff.
Thick? It's brutal out there.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
That was a little over-ambitious.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. Spieth settles in over his birdie putt. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. 10-foot putt left. One under early in the round. Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think, you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Second shot. Good look at the green. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Great sense of speed in that. We know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
Solid par to remain 1 under. Frank, how important is positioning off the tee here?
Well, we saw a positional tee shot at 1 and 2. This is another one here at 4.
Headed for the bunker? Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. What's it look like, Frank?
Judging by that lean, Rich, this has got to be going right.
Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. From about 8 feet. So just a formality here. Has his par. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter.
He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
He'll need to be strong with this.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good looking shot right here. Well, just to the right there with some room to play. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
Getting set now over the putt. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Frank, what are the players facing here at the 6th 393-yard par 4?
Ideally, just want to hit that ball about 250 yards. It's going to leave you a shot of sort of 140 yards in. Then the green looks quite big because you're far enough back that those palm trees don't become a problem.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, how do you size up the approach shot now at the 6th?
Ideally, you'd want to have a good yardage in here. Something where you can hit a nice, high, lofted short iron to make sure that you don't mess with those palm trees.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Ooh, almost fell. Just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
Spieth over a par putt. That's 1 under on the day. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass. Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Frank, you've just hit one in the water. You don't want to compound the mistake. What's the mindset here?
This one right here, you've got to forget that big blue oasis in front of you.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side. Should be safely on deck.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Normally you'd be happy to take two from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
These putts keep the round together. Nice par to remain at 2 under. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold. It's no snack, though.
Frank, just a surgical touch out there.
And the scorecard reflects yet another birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 than 2. Gone are the days where it was a true 3-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway.
You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
This is a nice little 135-yard shot. Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But, well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Frank, getting set for this approach shot, our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Ooh, that hurts. You like that right there, Frank?
Beautiful lag putt. Great pace.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that went right in the middle.
And he makes it for a bogey here. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
A second shot into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. 130 yards left now.
Every time we go back to the players, there's always the talk. You know, the meetings that we always have, too much about 17. And yet, everywhere we go all over the world, and even when I played there, the one hole that was talked about in the locker room was 17, how unfair or fair it was that day. And it's the one hole that spectators always talk about. So in a way, 17 is TPC Sawgrass.
You know, Phil Mickelson always said it's like walking on a balance beam, that if it's 2 feet off the ground, it's no big deal. But if you raise that to 25 feet off the ground, yes, it's the same task, it's that same beam, but you know, you look down and you're in some trouble. It's the moment that makes it really hard. And when that crowd goes silent, and they always do, especially on a Sunday, when that ball is airborne, they go silent for that 2 or 3 seconds while it's hanging in midair, and you don't know, wet or dry, victory or defeat. It's really still one of the best moments in the game.
Yeah, 17 is golf's version of vertigo.
4 under on the day. So they'll tap in. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all. Common thread here, rough, rough, rough.
Wrong way again. He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, I'd see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. And setting up here in the rough. That was a pretty nasty lie out of the rough. He did the right thing there, Frank. That's a head scratcher, no other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
Spieth over his bogey putt. Never a doubt, looking to make a statement today. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par 4s. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. This drive down the left side, Frank.
Yeah, it creates a blind second shot because of the mounds in front, so a little bit of guesstimation coming up here, but still only a short iron.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Bang, right in the back of the cup, Frank.
Unbelievable. Even par, currently.
Good putt, and now 1 under par. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance. Can't birdie them all, Rich.
This a par bid for Jordan Spieth. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
That looked like it nearly got below the lip, the level of the lip there.
Can't believe that one, Frank. That was a complete horseshoe right there. So a tester from 4 feet. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Not what he had in mind when he stepped to the tee, but it would be just one drop shot. This for bogey. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick rough is, and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Well, Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
Frank, challenging approach shot here at the 14th.
Yeah, there's some subtle mounds in this green. One that comes in on the right, and then another one that starts to come in about 2/3 of the way down on that left side.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? You hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
No, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Wow, I thought he made that. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. And getting ready for the putt. Still even par for the day. Four under on the day. Just before we get to what they call the Gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute, seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pot bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of the screen. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Getting ready now for this next shot in the bunker.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Lost that one just a little bit to the right, but it is not too bad.
It's that sneaky distance.
Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just a couple of feet. So that's a drop shot. Frank, you're one behind. Sunday afternoon, you're trying to win one of the game's great championships. Is this a spot that you love as a competitor, the 16th hole of par 5, with a chance to make a lot of noise?
It's a spot you cannot hide from, Rich, because you know exactly there. If you haven't looked at a scoreboard, you can feel it from the atmosphere.
Good contact, good result. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Second shot.
Didn't hit it in there tight, but still with a good chance.
Yeah, if that's his worst shot at the end of the day, then I still think he's played well.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Not too unhappy with that, Frank, at 17 feet.
No, from that distance, it's more than good.
Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
Frank, he has to be scratching his head as he reaches for a sand wedge or a gap wedge for his next shot.
Well, you know, the FedEx Cup, Rich, I mean, you're meant to get there by 10:30 tomorrow. That thing's still going. Really. This is that awkward length.
Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Over the putt, this is Jordan Spieth. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Frank, not to plant the seed of doubt, but we must deliver the facts here on this telecast. 44 balls in the water a couple of years ago, 28 last year.
Rich, that's the announcer's curse. What will he do? Should be safely on deck.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
He has this attempt for par. Did the job right there. Clean this up with a tap. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that to the left of 18 here that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here. The great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Now the approach shot here to 18. Just one last good swing, Frank.
There's a little false front here that you have to avoid. So something that pitches over that right bunker that lands a good 10 or so yards on this green is certainly the desired goal.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
This is the second shot at the par 4. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Ooh, almost fell. Just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
That's a head scratcher, no other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Frank, high-level players are never terribly disappointed to play from the fringe, and that's where this ball has ended up.
Yeah, it could have been better, it could have been worse, but in the end, you just got nothing much you can do about it now. A couple of choices coming up.
Well, once you hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Nudge this one home, finish it up. That's a good day's work right there. Round of 67. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.